Nestled in between the Pacific North Coast and the rolling hills of Humboldt County is the small town of Arcata. A community of just under 17,000, Arcata is perhaps one of the most unique examples of Americana we have left. What's Arcata all about?
Do be or not do be? That is the question. And what's it all about? It's a cloud, the ultimate feeling of freedom. And that feeling of freedom can have two effects. It gives the people the option to make more mistakes or to do better things. So this place is full of extreme crazies, extreme drug addicts, extremists in general.
I came to Arcata because I was looking for a new culture, and I knew that Humboldt County is a totally new cultural experience here in Arcata, and it's just so mystical and such a land of enchantment. And I, Frank Titus, tell you here today that it is just out of the question one of the most enchanting places you can ever come.
I own this shop here, and I've been told I should call the shop Bluegrass Barber because I'm always playing bluegrass music all day long. When they see music in a barber shop, they know they're not going to get scalped if they don't want to be. This is a slower pace area and likes to live a simple kind of life. I think I have one suit coat in my, and I think I'll be buried in that one. You don't want me, I'll dry my tears and move on. You don't want me, I'll dry my tears and move on.
People go to Hawaii to get set free. People go different places. Arcata is awesome. The people here are great, you know. I appreciate our law enforcement.
It's all about drugs.
That's the truth?
I think so. I think even the governor, I think even the mayor thinks so.
Really?
I think she condones it.
Would
You should ask her.
We will. We're going to
You should ask her, do you condone drugs? And when she says no, then say, how about marijuana?
So we went off to meet the mayor.
My name is Harmony Groves. Do you need me to spell it?
No.
Okay. I'm the mayor for the city of Arcata. And I remember I was at a statewide conference called the League of California Cities, and there was a more conservative person who was from around the Fresno area who said, "Oh, you're from Arcata. You guys have a big drug problem up there, don't you?" I said, "Where are you from? Fresno? We have stoners. You have tweakers." How big is the problem? People have been growing marijuana here for 30 years at least.
Yes, my name is Alexandra Stillman. I live in Arcata, California. Our county, our DA says that it's legal with a 215 card to have up to 100 plants or 99 plants.
I'm not to say how much marijuana people need or don't need. It's not really for me to say, but I can understand that concern that 99 plants is a lot of plants for people.
We know that we've had grows in Arcata because one of the things that happens up at the university is my understanding there are people that talk to students and say, hey, if you just grow marijuana, you'll be able to pay your way through college. And so we can work together. And sometimes, I guess they do work together, and sometimes they get the student to do the growing. And we had one person that was shot in the leg, and everything was stolen. The police, the 215 cards are there, they sent them off to the hospital, and their hands are tied. People that have 215 cards, a group of them can get together, they just staple them on the wall, and then they each are allowed to have 99 plants, and that's like a turnover every 4 months. And so whole houses are taken out of the housing market, and I just don't think that is right at all, that people are taking advantage of 215 for profit.
I think that if we can give people Xanax and we can give people Prozac and we can give people who are 12 years old Prozac for ADD, I don't see why people can't have access to marijuana, which is a plant that is grown and less processed than those other drugs that people take. I have a relationship with some of them and they know who I am, and I realize that they're on the plaza hanging out, probably looking to smoke weed or whatever they're doing, and I think any town has its share of that type of problem with people hanging out or breaking the law, but I think that it's important to know that the plaza is a park and everybody is allowed to hang out in the park as long as they're not breaking the law. The farmers market is from April until about next week, and we haven't had to advertise the farmers market very much since it's been up and running.
Welcome to Wing Inflatables, one of the largest employers in Arcata. Wing Inflatables specializes in retrofitting and building boats. Their primary clients include the United States Coast Guard, Marines, Navy, and other military organizations Wing cannot disclose for security reasons. 70% of Wing's employees live in Arcata, and the monthly payroll infuses nearly $55,000 into the local economy, which does not include the numerous city taxes Wing pays annually, which amount to nearly $20,000.
There are people who are concerned about the war locally, and there are also people who live in Arcata because it has the kind of spirit of taking a stance against the war, of taking a stance against the Homeland Security Patriot Act legislation like we did. Essentially, the council passed a resolution before I was on council that said that we will not turn in our employees under the Patriot Act if we think they're not being patriotic, and if the federal government wants to spy on them, we're not going to cooperate. So,
Out of just kind of curiosity, could you envision a war that the town of Arcata would endorse?
No. We don't try to keep certain people out and other people who are like-minded in. It's not like that at all. We have people from all kinds of different backgrounds, and we just hear them out and we have an intellectual debate with people we agree with or don't agree with. Having people from different backgrounds is a good thing, and I think it makes the flavor of Arcata more interesting. And it's just a really fun, spectacular place it's not for everybody, but I think for the people who enjoy it here, there's nowhere else like it in the world.
Come to Arcata and you'll find it, you know? You'll find love, you know?
You want to smoke a joint?
You don't want me